through.
Can't wait for you. I'm just waiting for you.
Dave Elliott in charge. The Devilfish circling his prey
2000
here at the PokerHeaven.com 2006 British Championship.
You probably get a big price in a match every finish.
Don't seem to be an issue. As it happens, he's picked up some nice ones here, ace-10.
It might never finish.
To raise.
And there's no genuine hand out there in opposition. This one could get round uncontested and probably will.
16.
8,000 to play. Pass. 7,000 more. Pass.
It's embarrassing. Running over the table.
First position, you know, it's got to be some at that time.
$2,000 to play. Pass. Pass.
Found a nice
Got a
hand,
sore
boys.
left arm, Citroni.
2,000 to play.
Folded so many hands.
Yeah.
That's true.
Very characteristic of his play. Does not like to waste chips in pots. Tight, aggressive is his style.
Raise to
That
8,000
aggression
total.
invariably comes with a big hand.
Well, here's some aggression from the Dutchman with
Get on with
Might be
that.
personal. So
Five.
what's the chance I have a hand and he has
He's
a hand?
actually ahead.
I have to bite him 15 times.
That's one each.
I have to bite him 15 times. I have to bite him back to get my money back. Any two cards can win, guys. A short stack, then you just make a stand. You find a playable hand, and of course it helps when nobody's in the hand and you're the aggressor. They have to find a hand to call you. But then if you short stack, they can expect you to have any two cards. They know you have to make a move, so they're probably gonna call you. So now you're lucky if you find a playable hand like ace-10 or ace-jack. King, queen, you still call. I throw away
Been
my
in
jacks.
nearly half of the pots. He's down to just over 60,000 in chips now.
2,000 to play, Cap.
That's interesting. You saw he's won 4 of 6 hands, but they haven't been big pots.
Raise to 6,000.
It looks like Citroni's playing a hand.
Wow, well the boys are run for cover now.
That was why they were giving him the applause and the cheering, and he's got ace-queen, so
2.5 minutes. Yeah.
no surprise he wants to be involved here.
It's simply not a well-kept secret that Carlo Citroni plays a very tight conservative game.
Takes him 2
Early
minutes just to lift
position.
one of his eyebrows.
Carlo, it's too much.
Pass.
I call it the Carlo clock.
You're guaranteed a call.
Kolkloff doing his Unibomber impression.
Thank you very much.
Bill Watt,
5,000.
the
4,000
famous player who plays mostly in the States.
I came to play. Yeah.
Pass.
Do you know how long this pot's going to last now?
Well, and this is really interesting. Devilfish has called this with just 7 high.
King double 4. Check.
And now that Citroni has missed, is he going to represent it? He is.
If I put you on an ace-jack, as it happens, that's good anyway. Take it. It was an ace-jack, that I'll bet. Not too much.
As usual, you're wrong. But what else is new?
Well, for once, a poker player speaks
No,
the
it's not
truth.
his voice.
Actually, you weren't far away.
No.
2 clicks.
So, what's your favourite thing about Britain?
The people. The warmth of the people.
The airport's out of Britain, I think.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
A poker player. He lies. No, I always wanted to be a footballer, actually. There we go. It's true. I remember dreaming of being a footballer when I was a kid.
A poker celebrity.
If poker was banned, what would you do?
Fight to have it reinstated.
That's a good one. I guess I'd go back to work as a computer consultant.
If you were looking after somebody's pet and it died, would you replace it, run away, or own up?
Run away, I think.
I would own up, then replace it.
What 3 things would you take to a desert island?
Water, a beautiful woman, and a TV.
A football, an iPod, and some sunglasses.
2,000. To raise to 4,000 total.
Well, these Other situations that Marcel has one chips is when he's shown aggression pre-flop and simply picked up the blinds.
Now, for once, the
3,000.
internet qualifier, O'Shaughnessy has a hand here. First one he's really picked up. Ace-10 suited, and Luska's raised it with just a 9 high.
Cool.
Now, trust me, this guy's no mug. I've seen him play on TV before.
You want to pass this on?
Don't just tag him internet qualifier and think he can't play. There are an incredible amount of great players on the internet. We just never get to see them.
Pass.
Wow.
Citroni holds his 9 high.
Thank you very much.
5 to 1 I'd have been.
Lust needs some help
tempted
on
in
this
the
flop.
2-7 then.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Three,
top
10,
pair
6.
for O'Shaughnessy.
It's a great flop for him. Will he muster a check raise? Will he set a trap?
Check.
No, caller's not in the pot.
Check. By the check. Jack.
It went check, check.
Well,
Check.
an 8 would have been a disaster.
Both check. Last card, Jack.
Marcel's not biting at this trap in.
Queen.
I look better than I do on that TV.
Well, now there are 3 spades on board, which
Good job.
might concern O'Shaughnessy.
Check.
Yeah, I think he's checked it simply far too often.
Since when have you ever
6,000.
been bothered about what you look like on TV?
And now with 2
Who's knocking
overcards,
you
he's
up?
betting into
Who's
him.
knocking you up?
And he might put this down.
Who's that? Hello. Carlo, your dad wants his suit back.
But then again, he might recognise that Marcel's got nothing and he's bet this pot because it's the only way he can win.
Well, it's only 6,000 to him.
It's a good job my mum doesn't want her hair colour back, son. Okay, listen who's talking. Listen who's talking. I can't believe you even dare say that. You know that guy there who spends 2 hours backcombing his eyebrows?
Devilfish busy with the jokes.
Bob
While
Monkhouse.
O'Shaughnessy is
Bob
considering.
Monkhouse. That's his
Bob
son.
enough.
He was a good-looking fellow when he was younger. He
Well,
but he talked a lot of...
the check raise was good, but once you've given him 1 free card, it's time
Actually, he was very
to
quick
make a bit of a
thinker as well,
stand.
so he can't be in a relation to
But
yours.
check it again was not prudent.
You had ace king.
Somebody have to
Dave
take
the Devilfish Elliott still running over the table here. We're still 6-handed.
Well, they can.
We're at the PokerHeaven.com 2006 British Championship.
And there is the most recognised face in poker, Dave the Devilfish Elliott.
He called the re-raise with no pair.
2,000 to play.
To bluff him.
Pass.
Started playing at school when he was 14 years of age.
2,000.
He's desperate to make television.
No doubt he was bullying at the card table even then.
No, it's for
Oh,
2,000.
Citroni is on the button
Raise
here
to
with 10
7,000
jack.
total.
That's the last thing you want to have for...
5,000 more.
Oh, look at this.
So he does have position.
Look at this.
Lusk, however,
We're in
has him
action.
out kicked.
Now that's Carlos'
Keep it
attempt at the
low,
button
keep
raise.
It low. Keep it low. Yes. Yes.
Lower.
Oh, shit.
5, 6 ace.
Okay, check.
Check.
Carlo's got to bet it. He's raised pre-flop. He is the aggressor. He has to take a stab now.
And that ace might concern Lusk because he knows Carlo's a tight player.
You see?
And
He hasn't got it.
straight away he puts his hand down.
So the worst hand wins. And that's purely
Well,
down
those
to
cards
table
spoil
image
my,
and a good and sensible bet by Carlo.
Spoiled your fun.
My business.
It's a fantastic heat, very, very competitive heat, and I'm looking forward to it. I think the tension around the table, although it's going to be, it's going to be masked by a lot of, bravado, and there's a lot of egos around the table. But there's going to be there's a lot at stake in this particular heat because everybody's going to want to win it.
And at the end, he's to go on.
Had a fantastic year last year, Mark Goodwin. A 3rd place. And Monte
2,000.
Carlo for a huge payday, $375,000. But he's still better known
2,000.
as a cash game player.
No, I'm just gonna
That's his background, that's his
Cool.
roots, that's how he's made his living.
not gonna-
Well, we're not going to see Dave Colclough be quiet for much longer because he's picked up big slick here. Ace King for El Blondie.
To raise to 8,000 total.
And there's the raise.
And this isn't the first time he's come over the top of Marcel Lusk.
Cool.
Lusk, as we can see, is in a terrible situation here.
What an ace-high flop.
Oh, that's the one card. Oh, and there's the ace. And now he's got 2 pairs. And Colclough with top pair, top kickers in big trouble. It's all turned around.
I cannot see how he's going to get out of this.
he just had a look at DC. He wanted to get a reaction as he feinted to put chips in and then didn't.
That's 8,000.
Yeah, Marcel's bet small at this, as he's obliged to do. Here we go. All the money's going in.
All in.
This is how we
Have a look at the cards.
Flop is deuce, 9, ace. Marcel has 2 pairs, aces and deuces.
We've seen this one before.
Dave has ace, king, just 1 pair of aces.
We don't want to see a 9 or a king.
Well, it's a matter of opinion, actually.
We've seen this one before.
Lust has to sweat these 2 cards. He'll be out if he
Same
loses.
Is that
That's
8?
no help.
Still the aces and deuces.
8 king or a 9.
Let's go for
And it's
Have
not
the ace
there.
deuce stand.
And 2 pairs for Marcel Loos.
Check that.
Taken a huge pot here and decimated Dave Colclough's stack.
Well, the hand pretty much played itself. Quite simply, Marcel Lusk got lucky.
You thought that was clever?
When you play an ace-king, you get an ace-high flop, it's very difficult to get off the hand.
That's catapulted
You had
the
a solid hand.
Dutchman up to second. And Colclough down to just
Ah,
a sprinkling of
He's
chips
looking
there.
better now,
Very
guys.
small piece of that pie.
yeah,
2,000 to
we'll
play.
see that one.
You're watching the
That's-
PokerHeaven.com 2006 British
2,000.
Championship.
2,000.
Dave Elliott continues to dominate. Dave Colclough on the short stack.
Cool. 1,000
You
more.
learn this one.
Colclough with a nice hand here. He's got the suited ace, ace 9.
Right. Made it 10,000 in total.
I
8,000
suspect
more.
DC, with such a short stack, is going to stick the lot in here.
8,000 more, Dave. All
There he
in.
goes.
Now the fish is juiced in. He now knows he's behind. He's going to have pot odds.
Maybe.
29.
He's pretty much going to have to call.
29,000. 29.
The re-raise is so little.
You can't count it. We don't expect it. We don't expect the dealers to be able to
Dave
count.
Colclough all in for 24,000.
Guess I gotta call you, bro.
Well, you see with those percentages there, roughly 60-40, which is 6 to 4 in layman's betting terms. And considering the chips that Devilfish has committed, he is getting pot odds.
And he's still going to be the chip leader, even if he calls and loses.
What's wrong with King 7?
Or ace deuce.
King 10.
You really must have a big hand there.
Nice
to
guy.
finish.
Ace deuce.
He has
Devilfish
called it.
calls.
Yo.
So Colclough all in.
Dave
Tournament life on the line here.
shows ace 9
He
of
needs his
clubs.
ace 9 to hold up against the Devilfish's King 10.
Well, it's a good spot for him.
Devilfish's King 10.
I like the
Double
10
through will
ball.
get him right back into this game.
I like the 10 ball.
I get more excited with
The
this
flop.
than with mine.
Oh,
There it
there's
is,
the
the
10. He
10
called
ball.
it.
5, 7,
Devilfish,
10.
and he's hit it. And Colclough
Dave-
in trouble. He needs an
Devilfish
ace.
has hit a pair of 10s.
The 9
The
won't
10
help
ball.
him
I
now.
said the 10 ball, right?
This really could be a case of rather be lucky than good.
Turns
In
of 4
Devilfish's
diamonds.
case, it's a bit of both.
Still no help.
Only an ace can
Mr.
save
Colclough.
Colclough. And it's not there.
And a deuce.
And one of the best players in Europe is our first casualty. He was ahead before the flop, and he went all in against the Devilfish. A value call. Devilfish hit his card, and Dave Colclough is out.
The final hand with the ace 9 against the king 10, I was pretty sure Dave, I was down to 24,000 chips, I think, or 26,000 chips. I really didn't want to make it 8,000, then get re-raised, so I thought I'd limp with it. Pretty sure that Dave would raise if he had half a hand, he raised, so I then moved all in, of course, and got all the chips in when I was a 60-40 favourite, but it didn't win.